Hello tea fam, Jessa here. Just gonna show you today some of the tools that you'll need to get somehow before we start our tea school. So to anyone that wants to join us, everyone's welcome to join, apply. When you do so, I will send you the tea samples and give you some advice if I can about which of these tools are the best ones to buy. Generally, none of this needs to be expensive at all because it's all glass and porcelain and can be not made by hand porcelain really. This is a very cheap Gaiwan, which is a kind of thing that's used like a teapot, but it's just a bowl with a lid. And it's porcelain, and porcelain is glazed. So it's but that's fine because that's the cheap kind. This would be like $5 to $20 basically. But it's a lot smaller than maybe the average one that you'll see that's like 200 milliliters or something. This is more like 75 or 90 maybe. Which is about as small as it gets, probably 60 to 70. Anything like that's fine, just not more than like 150, unless you're going to be drinking a lot of tea at once or drinking tea with multiple people. This is the Fairness cup, and it just has a little lip at some point to make it easy for pouring. You first put the tea in the water in the Gaiwan, and when it's done steeping, you pour it into this. And then from this you pour it into the teacups of whoever's drinking tea. So if you have these two things, and you have a teacup, then you'll be good to go. A steel electric kettle is a good, cheap, safe source of hot water. So there's a pocket scale. I don't know if these are like $10 or something, but it can measure to tenths of a gram, which is very helpful. I always measure however much tea I'm drinking. This is 5 grams, which is probably what we'll do in the school for sample size. And that's really everything you need. I'll send the tea leaves. And if you're only going to do this class and you're not even going to buy a loose leaf tea after that, then you don't really need this scale. Because the samples that we use, I'll just measure it first and you can dump it all into your teapot. So we'll be using boiling water. This just came off the boil. And some kind of timer. You probably want a watch, or if you don't mind looking at a phone, the stopwatch app on your phone. And we'll talk about how many times it can steep and what amounts of time are the best for which steeps and which kinds of tea, etc. This is a black tea, by the way, called number 18 Ruby Red from Taiwan. Ruby Red is the name of the varietal, or I mean cultivar. So they're good to smell out of the Gaiwan whenever you brew a steep. And look at. Yeah, so we'll be learning how to do this and how to keep track of the different parameters you're using to find the sweet spot for how you like to brew each tea, basically. Because I think every style of tea can be very excellent. You just have to approach it scientifically so you don't waste too much tea in the process of finding the way you like it the best. Anyway, look forward to hearing any questions anyone has or helping in any way. Otherwise, I hope you all decide to join and just give me a shout out anytime. Peace.